Hey guys, Dave here. Well, I know it's been a while since I did a decent Arrow video, so I thought I'd try catching up. Goodness knows I've been doing plenty of Flash videos, so I thought I'd try something. This weekend I came up with a brand new idea. Now, coming up next week, Wednesday, October 7th, we've got the premiere of Arrow, and it looks like we're going to get to see good old John Diggle, who's been a series regular since the beginning, who's going to finally have a costumed identity. Helmet, body armor, everything. So, that's going to be good. People have been speculating who the heck he's going to be. Right now the big front runner theory is he's going to be the superhero named Guardian. A few people are saying maybe he's going to be something brand new and original. One of the later ones I've heard recently is that he might be adopting the originally Charlton comic idea of Peacemaker, and that his helmet design might be a clue to it. I even had a theory video a while back that I thought that he might actually adapt Ray Palmer's Atom Tech and become OMAC. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but hey, it's worth a shot. So, I have a new theory, and looking at the cosmology of the DC television universe, I'm almost surprised that no one's thought of it before. Of course, I can understand why some people might not want to consider it, and I'm kind of hoping I'm wrong in a way, but I'm also curious if I might be right. Hear me out. John Diggle, military man, did special forces, hired originally in the series Arrow to be the bodyguard of Oliver Queen to make sure that he wouldn't get into trouble or also avoid any kidnapping possibilities, things like that. Later on, he was taken into the fold and became a partner to the Arrow. So, from the beginning, he essentially witnessed the birth of the first costumed crime-fighting superhero in the DC cinematic television universe right now. Of course, later on, he came to start finding other weird things. Miracle-powered, super thugs, super soldiers, super beings with metahuman powers. He's been there to witness it all with very big eyes, especially when the first time we get to see him encountering Barry running at super speed, so that was something. Now, so from the beginning, his position was to be a watchman, if you will. Someone who watches over someone and protects. His wife, Lyla, went by the codename Harbinger in Argus. Well, in the comics, there's only one other big thing that ties into that. Now, immediately, I know people are already starting to say, no, don't say it, but I have to. If Lyla, aka Harbinger, is John Diggle's wife, and he's becoming a hero that watches over and protects the city, then why couldn't his code name be the Monitor? Now, hear me out. For those of you that don't know, in DC Comics, the Monitor made a premiere before the big event Crisis on Infinite Earths. He was essentially a multidimensional overseer, someone who kept an eye out for the multiverse, and it turns out Earth is the center of the multiverse. So whatever happens there could splinter off or have an effect in other realities entirely. Now, I know that might be a little cosmic, and I know that Arrow's trying to have the whole big thing that when we want things more human, we're trying to keep it more regulated. But hear me out. If his wife is Lyla, aka Harbinger, and ops for certain teams like in Smallville, Watchtower, or Oracle for Batman or the Justice League is possible, then, well, Monitor isn't that big of a stretch, is it? Makes some sense. But here's something else. People for a while were trying to petition, and there's some great fan art out there, that maybe John Diggle's last name was really Stewart, making him John Stewart, so it could actually make him Green Lantern. Now, here's something. For everyone that's saying no to my Monitor idea right now, why is it okay to think that he might, with a simple name change, become a cosmic cop with a magic ring and not a cosmic being, or at least someone named after one? Here's some actual evidence to look at it. In the comic book series Multiversity, Nick Swotan, aka Super Judge, the last of the Monitors, actually he was a man of African American descent, but he was also someone who kept an eye on other realities and trying to be a protector there. So that shows that someone of color could actually be someone of very big importance. But in recent comics with various reality things happening, before there was just one monitor. Then there were many monitors, one for several different realities, or virtually all of them. Then he seemed to be the last of the monitors. No one really knows what the heck happened to him. Now, with the comic book title Convergence, technically the Crisis on Infinite Earths never happened, so the multiverse is bigger and badder than ever, so anything is literally possible. But there hasn't been any mention since then of the monitors. So, here's a theory for you. Imagine some kind of major event happens in the multiverse. Technically, because Eobard Thawne went back in time and killed Nora Allen, he changed the timeline to what it was originally supposed to be. So that's an alternate timeline right there. Maybe something happened where the Monitor needed to hide out or to protect himself, or even just to learn more about Earth. So, what if the Monitor assumed a human form? Kind of like a certain Time Lord who, because people were tracking him, actually temporarily gave up his Time Lord abilities and became human. What if John Diggle is a monitor that did that to better experience humanity and to watch over and protect it? Think about this. The only thing better than knowing what's coming and not being shocked at it at all is being there to see it with fresh eyes, to see it for the first time. John Diggle has been the witness to the first costume crime fighter in that reality, one where Superman and Batman don't clearly seem to exist right now. And we're still iffy about whether or not Supergirl's going to be in the same reality, so who knows. And he's the witness to the first metahumans, too. He was witness and helping the Flash. What if something happens and what if John Diggle is playing a being who, if something were to happen, if he died, what if suddenly he would transcend it? He's not metahuman per se, but what if he's something other than human? What if something happened to him and he died, what if he didn't die, but what if he would suddenly get his memory and monitor abilities back again? What if he wanted to be at ground zero for the birth of the Age of Heroes? Like I said, it's just a theory. I know that Arrow's trying to stay away from a lot of the super-powered stuff, but that could start to change in the future. Who knows? We could start to see more gimmicky, gadgy stuff. All I know is if people think that John Stewart could become from John Diggle, which the guys have already said, no, that's not going to happen, why not Monitor? It's just an idea, just a theory. Goodness knows, I've made plenty of theory videos for Flash and Arrow before, and I've been wrong more times than right. I was right about Cisco, though, and how he'd get his abilities in the Flash, and how it started to actually change, how he was able to remember from the alternate timeline. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that John Diggle could actually become the Monitor? Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me what you guys think. Pass us around. Get a discussion going. Do you think he's Guardian? Do you think he's going to be something brand new that we haven't seen before? Do you think that he's going to be OMAC or Peacemaker? Is he going to be something we've never heard of before and make his own character, much like the way Mr. Freeze made the jump from the Batman TV show into the comics, or the way Harley Quinn made it from the animated series into it? John Diggle does exist right now in the DC comic book universe, but we don't know that much about him. And no one knows what's happened to the Monitors since Convergence. So, could he be the Monitor? Please, tell me what you guys think. And if you happen to know David Ramsey, the wonderful actor who plays John Diggle, or Stephen Amell, or Greg Berlanti, please feel free to take this and pass it along to them. I'd love to see what they have to say about it. All right, guys, I'm out for now. Take care. Peace. Yum, yum.